Welcome back to Dark Corner's Physical Media Reviews. Dead Mountaineers Hotel is, I think, the first Estonian film we've looked at, courtesy of a new release by Deaf Crocodile. Based on the novel by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky, who also wrote the screenplay, it is surreal with some unexpected turns, starting as Inspector Glebski arrives at the hotel of the title, named after a mountaineer who died nearby, and with a St. Bernard as its concierge. Glebski is answering a call, but it seems to have been a mistake, but with the weather closing in, he is forced to stay, which doesn't seem so bad.
Mida te seal teete? Saan ma aidata?
Lubage end esitleda. Küberneetikavägede ülemleitnant Simon Simonet.
Even if the other residents are on the odd side.
Vabandage. Mind vist hüüti.
Looks like Fred and Velma hooked up. Nevertheless, it's a relaxed evening for Glebski until he receives a note.
Kirjas seisis. Hinkus on kurjategijate organisatsiooni liige, ohtlik terrorist, tema hüüdnimi on öökull. Kavatsetakse tapmist, te peate vahele astuma.
And sure enough. And we're into a murder mystery, styled as a 70s neo-noir. With the mystery thickening at every turn. And imbued with a dreamlike surrealism that hints there might be more going on than meets the eye.
Seda nähtust nimetatakse zombiks.
If you go into this blind, then there will be some shocks, but I do mean blind. I don't think you can read as much as a capsule description without a hint of a spoiler, so I'm going to cut this pretty short. I enjoyed the neo-noir mystery a great deal. I liked the weird characters, and I particularly liked that they felt, to me at least, like 70s extrapolations of classic 1940s characters. Like the writers had watched Humphrey Bogart's back catalogue, then smoked something before starting work. If I'm honest, I think I enjoyed the mystery more than I did the twist, which sort of took away from the mystery that I was enjoying.
Müstika fantastikaga võib ju põhjendada mis tahes kuritegu, nii et kõik näeb täiesti loogilisena.
I didn't hate it, I wouldn't say it ruined the film, I was just less engaged. Although it is worth noting that while its social commentary is sadly evergreen, its political message on 70s Estonia might have passed me by, which is where the extras come in handy. It's a cool image in that it's sort of weird and hints of more. There's an atmosphere to it that I rather like. This is definitely a film that benefits from context, because there is very definitely a political element to it, but also because of the situation in which it was made with the Soviet censorship. So elements of the film have changed because of that. You don't need to read this stuff to enjoy the film, but it's certainly interesting. This was the other thing that did interest me, is that, as I said in the review, this is based on a novella by the Strugatsky brothers, and they did consider one of the key elements of this, which, to be honest, the key element that I've been trying to tiptoe around all the way through this review, they considered it to be a failure. They still scripted the movie, but they didn't think that it completely worked. I sort of agree with them on that. I don't think that it's necessary. I'm not sure I'd go as far as to say it was a failure, but I think that they had a stronger story almost without that. Although an Estonian film, this was made with all the restraints of that country's Soviet era. So certain censorship rules applied to the production. The commentary from Michael Brook does an excellent job of highlighting these restrictions and showing the creative ways that the production got around them. This song for example, is sung in no known language and so avoided an obtrusive voiceover by Soviet censors translating for Russian-speaking audiences. Brooke does an excellent job of balancing film critique, production history, and adding context so you understand the film beyond the narrative. A vintage making-of documentary sheds more light on the production, with interviews from key cast and crew, including production designer Tonju Verve, cinematographer Yuri Sillart, actors Lembit Peterson, Tiet Harm, and composer Sven Grunberg. The latter also appears in an extract from documentary Bonus Track, where he talks in more detail about the film's score. There's also a video essay looking at the use of noir tropes to criticise the Soviet bureaucratic culture. For me, Dead Mountaineers Hotel is a film that didn't deliver what I'd hoped, as opposed to not delivering at all.
Ma tean, et teie olite viimane, kes nägi teda elusana. Te ei rääkinud mulle tõtt.
Certainly a really imaginative, original and unexpected story. I've seen comparisons to other films, but I don't think I can mention any of them without giving something away. I did enjoy it, with a little caveat. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Any thoughts on this one? Please try to stay spoiler-free as much as possible. Can anyone tell me where this fits into the Estonian film landscape about which I know nothing? Comments below.